Hello and welcome to the part 4 of data transformations in Power Query Editor. So till now we have completed the task number 1, 2 and 3. Now here we are on task number 4, which is related to text tools. So let us go with our, the same file I have opened on which I have performed the previous task. From here I will move to the Power Query Editor. So I'll click on transform data. It is going to take me to the Power Query Editor. Yeah, if you can recall, in our previous task we have opened all this profiling tools and the column quality tools. So if you want, you can put them off. So whenever it is required, you can put it on. Otherwise you can put it off as well. Okay, talking about the text tools, so I'll first let you know about various kind of tools which are provided according to the column values. So here I am in the transform tab. So in the transform tab you can see that there are three kind of tools that are offered. The text column related functions, tools means the functions, the text column related functions, number column related functions, and date and time related functions. So whatever is the column value, whatever is the column data type, according to that, the respective functions are provided in these sub menus over here over the transform ribbon. The same options you are going to find over add column tab as well. So when you see the add column tab, you can notice that here also the text, number and date time column is present with exactly the same kind of, mostly the same kind of functions which are available. So now the question arises why the things are present at two places. So please note down over here that when you perform any action from the transform tab, it works on your original column. So suppose I want to maybe multiply, I could have a salary column and I want to multiply the salary by 2. So when I do this operation using the transform tab's numeric operations, so in that case, what it will do, it will perform the operation on the original column. It will change the original column's value. So if such is your intention, then please go ahead with the transform tab's operation. But suppose my requirement is that when I multiply the salary by 2, it should create a another column with the name, maybe bonus or something, and over there the output should be stored. So here, instead of choosing the same option from transform tab, I'm going to choose it from the add column tab. Okay, and both the things we require as per our need in the datasets transformation steps. So you have to first understand whenever you are performing any transformation related to number column, text column or date time column, whether you need to perform that operation on the same column, you want to affect the original column, or do you want to create a new column and over there you want to do that task. Okay, yes, so I'll also demonstrate to you according to various operations I'm undertaking. Now let us go ahead with our operations. So the demonstration that I'm going to show you will be on the customer lookup table. So I'm here in the customer lookup table, and in the customer lookup table you can notice the columns which is first name, last name and first name and last name. Here everything is given in the capital letters, right? So it's not a good idea to keep everything in capital letters. It's usually not readable. It's like kind of a very bold text. So what first action I will do, I will select the prefix column. Okay, and here I will ask myself a question: do I want a new column corresponding to the changes that I am making, or I want the changes in the original column? So of course, whatever changes we are making in the case structure of prefix, first name or last name, we want to reflect it in the same column itself. So I will choose the operation from the transform tab. So I'll go over here and I'll go to format option. Okay, so here you can see these are the format options. You can lowercase it, uppercase it, or you can capitalize each word. So over here, capitalizing each word is a good option. So yes, you can see. So now it is looking more appropriate, more readable. Similarly, I'll do the same thing over first name column as well as over the last name column. Okay, so here we are done with making the proper case for our prefix, first name and last name columns. And here if you can notice in the applied steps, although we have done 3 operations, but it has stored all the 3 operations within a single step, because you have done the same operation on various columns. So that is why it has stored it as a single step. All right. Going ahead with another operation, so we can also do one more logical thing, which is merging these columns. Okay, so I can decide to merge these columns. So I'll select the columns. So remember, you have to select it in the correct order. So if you are going to select first name, then last name, and then prefix, then the merged column will contain first name, last name, and the prefix at the end. So yeah, so these minute details you have to take care of. So I'm going to select these three columns. You have to keep pressing the control key to select multiple columns. So select prefix column, first name column, and last name column. And again, you are going to go to the same text column tools. Okay. But here I will again ask a question that do I want the result to be in the same column, or of course merged value should come into a different column. Okay. So we are going to merge these values in a new column or store our output in a new column. So I will go to add column. Okay, no problem if you have performed it incorrectly using the transform tab. Simply revert. Okay, simply undo that step by clicking a cross on the applied steps. Okay, so because in the process of practicing, it could happen that you have applied it using transform tab, but you expected it to be adding a new column. So just cross on this step in the applied steps portion and it will revert to the original form. So I'll go to add column and I'll go to text tools, and you can see over here, as soon as I selected multiple column, automatically the merge columns option is activated. All the other options are grayed out. So yeah, so it again proves that Power BI is an intelligent tool. It can act according to the operation that it suggests you the operation that you could be doing. So I'll click on merge column. When I click on merge column, it will ask me what separator do you want? Okay, do you want it to be continuous or do you want any separator in between? So in between, of course, we want a space. So it should be Mr. then space the first name, then space the last name. So I selected the separator as space. It could also be something else like, if you have a area code and, like in our product SKU, description, there were some product type and product name or something. So you can also try to separate the various merged columns using a hyphen or any other symbol. And now it is asking me the name of the merged column, so it is very logical that I'm going to name it as full name. Okay, so we are going to click OK, and as I click OK, a new column will be added at end and the name is full name. So you can observe over here, this is the new column and it contains the value as I have expected it to be. All right, so these are the two operations. Let me show you few more operations related to the text tools. Now let us perform an operation. I can see that there is an email ID column over here. Okay, so email ID column contains the username, and after at the rate, this thing is the domain name and this is the domain type. Okay, so there could be various domain type. There could be commercial domains, org domains, educational domains, and so on. So you might have seen .com, .net, .org and these words. Now from this column, what I am expecting is that I want to extract only the domain name. Okay, there could be some analysis which is awaited further. So because of that, I want to do it. Okay, and I want to create a new column for that. Okay, so how do we do that? So let us first duplicate this column. All right, so I have selected this column and I will go to the add column portion because we are going to add a new column. In the add column, you can see here, this is the option to duplicate the column. Alternatively, you can also find the same option when you right click on this column. Okay, so when you right click on this column, it will show you an option of duplicating its value. So you can select either of these, both of them are going to perform the same thing. So I clicked on duplicate column. Okay. Yeah. As soon as I clicked on duplicate column, it created a new column with the name email address copy. Okay. So here I am extracting the domain name. So let us rename it as domain name. Okay. So, yeah, so please give meaningful names so that your data is understandable at all points. So yeah, so I have performed two steps. I have duplicated the email ID column and I have renamed it. Now let us go ahead of extracting the steps. Okay, I'm sure you can make out that we are going to extract from the transform tab because we want to extract the information within the same column. All right, so let us go ahead. I'll go to extract over here under the text column features. I'm going to go extract and I will say that I want to extract the text after delimiter. Okay, so here the delimiter is @ Let us first extract all the text after at the rate. Okay. And then we will deal with .com and the other stuff. So let's click on after delimiter. And here I will select what is the delimiter. The delimiter is at the rate. There is no need for advanced options over here because it will begin from the start and there is only one at the rate. So I don't want to skip any at the rates. So I'll click OK and you can see now the domain name is adventureworks.com, adventureworks.com.com. Okay. Here also my purpose is not fully solved. I want it to be having only adventure works. So now I will again extract the text from this column and I want to extract the text before dot. Okay, so I will use the option text before delimiter. And then now in this case, my delimiter is a dot. So I'll click OK and it will extract all the text before our delimiter, which is at the rate. So now I think the column is looking appropriate. The column is looking proper. The last thing remains, I can also format it a bit because it is not a part of email ID anymore. It is showing me the domain name. So let us apply the formatting over it, which using transform tab, which is we can format it by capitalizing each word. Okay, so this is how our domain name should look like. Okay, so you can see this effect is on all the data. So all my data contains only AdventureWorks domain name only. If you load more also, yeah, you can see the whole data set contains AdventureWorks name only and every name has been formatted in a common manner. All right. So this is a quick demonstration of what all things we can do with text tools. You can also check out the other options, split column, what all are the ways in which we can split a column. Format I have already shown you. This is the extraction thing, and also we can merge the column, which also we have demonstrated. Also, there is a parsing into JSON and XML files options are available, but at this stage it is not required for you to explore this. All right then, thank you so much.